Welcome to Coyoacán, one of the oldest neighborhoods in Mexico City, which literally means a place of coyotes. It is rich with culture, museums, markets, and so much more. Let's explore and check it out together.
This place is crazy. It's like a maze. There's so much here. Hola everybody, we are here in Coyoacán. We just got a nice breakfast at Café Vegetal, which is probably my favorite breakfast place I've been so far. We had like chilaquiles, molletes, concha, café de olla, which are like some of my favorite Mexican foods altogether, and delicious breakfast. Also some really fresh, delicious orange juice as well. Now we're at the Mercado Flores, or the flower market, which is right nearby this really big park in Coyoacán. We're gonna check out this more in the area, but this is a nice little spot to stop by if you like flowers or just, you know, green spaces. It's good for getting souvenirs too or anything like that, or just a little bit of window shopping.
So I don't know about you, but my wife and I are suckers for plants and flowers and green spaces, and this market was a cool place to see that and also just observe lots of shops selling cute little plants and stuff on display, including these marigold flowers, which I always associate with Mexico.
So really cool so far. We'll check out the park next.
Outside the Mercado De Plantas, the areas and streets are so green as well. We love it.
Pretty. I like all the green. So that was the park. Right now we're walking to El Centro de Coyoacán. It's really beautiful. Really green, lots of colorful buildings, lots of little cafes and places to get a quick bite to eat. Really enjoying the vibe too so far. Definitely has some aspects of like Condesa as far as like the trendy cafes and green spaces, but it feels a little bit more authentic, a little bit less like based for tourists, which I kind of enjoy too. So now we're pretty much in Centro de Coyoacán, and this to me really reminds me of this neighborhood, I think it's called Barranco in Lima, Peru. And it has like the nice big square, lots of green, lots of colorful, beautiful buildings surrounding like the main area. Right now, that's the Heart of Centenario, and this is actually a really beautiful old church, which is really cool because it's a little bit weathered, but still stands, you know, perfectly solidly.
This is the Parroquia San Juan Bautista, which is the main church in Coyoacán. As you can see, it was built in 1522, which is hundreds of years before the USA was even established. It is so big and beautiful and worth checking out the interior, but also we love this little courtyard area because it felt distinctly Mexican, again with some more open spaces, some greenery, a nice little fountain, and these beautiful pots and plants that sort of line the corridors and viewpoints, and even an orange tree, which definitely gave us a feel for Europe and Mexico.
Shows a little bit of like the history and like traditional Mexican architectural style incorporated in this really beautiful plaza main area here in Coyoacán. So now we're checking out the Mercado Artesanal, or artisans, or like art market, which should be cool because everyone loves like textiles and art stuff from Mexico. So will we buy anything? I don't know, but it'd be a cool place to check out here in Coyoacán regardless.
So here we are on to our second market of the day, and this is an artisanal market, meaning they sell lots of handcrafted goods, lots of different stuff too, including like Mexican cultural sort of stuff, hobbyist sort of items, maybe some beautiful pottery and cups or clothing, lots of different colors, very vibrant, and lots of spaces for you to check out. You can definitely find something cool here to buy and see people making the crafts is really cool. I love all the colors and these little mascots, and these foods are a little bit adventurous to say the least, but it's fun.
No ceiling, but that's okay. I'm enveloped in art. It's wonderful. This is such a cool area though. I'm glad we came here.
Our next stop is actually a museum, which is the National Museum of Popular Culture. Admission here is only 11 pesos, which is about 50 cents. And man, oh man, was this museum interesting. It covers lots of different popular culture stuff, including not only indigenous culture, but sort of like through media and different socioeconomic like classes and strata. And this is so fascinating to learn about for me because I am largely ignorant to a lot of Mexican culture. When we think about Mexico, we have a thing in our mind, but there's so much more because Mexico is like a melting pot. Mexican people is a wide, like diverse group of people, which includes people descending from lots of different indigenous tribes. Of course, the Spanish came over, so there's influences there as well. and it's just so interesting to see the art and culture produced across the time, and for me to learn a lot about Mexico rather than just the stuff we see in the media or that you might be familiar with living just to the north as Americans. But on to the next thing, our third market of the day, the massive Coyoacan Market. Let's check it out.
This place is crazy. It's like a maze. There's so much here, but it's absolutely wonderful. I love it.
It was so cool to walk around and get lost in this little area. We tried to check out every little alley to make sure we didn't miss any pockets of the Mercado Coyoacán. Such a fun place to explore.
All right, we're almost out of the maze, labyrinth. So that's in Mercado Coyoacán. It is crazy, so lively, so vibrant. So many people selling all different kinds of things. So many people eating at these local little vendors. Such a cool place. If I didn't eat food already, I think it'd be fun to go to the little counter and just practice my Espanol brutally.
So that is our end of our day here in Coyoacán. But speaking of eating, I'm going to be making a massive Mexico City food guide covering all the delicious foods we ate here. Tacos, tortas, tamales, chilaquiles, and conchas, and so much more. So stay tuned for that, guys, because this was an interesting trip in time to visit, but it was a delicious and belly-filling trip as well. So thanks for watching so much, everybody. Make sure to check out my other content in Mexico City. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.